Heath, it's very interesting. Whenever somebody posts something about creating a green field environment, the community of security professionals jump in. The reason being is nobody ever gets to build their own security program from scratch. It really comes down to how messy is your architecture. That is what's probably causing your problems. You've been in the game for a while. Have you seen the same?
I've seen the same, yes.
What's your sort of like your first sort of philosophy when you see something like this?
Well, what I see continuously is two things, first and foremost, and these are the two top security controls in my opinion, right?
Sure.
I see no true understanding of all the assets. And you can't protect what you don't know. And then you're going to look at the backup side of the house. Backups are just not being configured right architecture-wise. It's easy for their actors to pivot. The issue you see is that a phishing email should not be successful for a threat actor to get to Active Directory, get God credentials, and be able to move laterally through the environment. So what we're seeing is throwing a whole bunch of tools really quick and calling it security without mastering the tool itself.
Everyone's environment is way messier than they think it is.
From a proactive standpoint, we're very fortunate to go in and help clients look at their architectural design and managed ID across the board. How does the backups look, the configurations, immutability, and it just comes down to, I think we're looking at security from the wrong lens. We're looking at it from a resistance standpoint versus resiliency to a resistance.
And I'm assuming when you do this scan, you can see where the holes are, yes?
Well, we see the gaps from the firewalls to the switches to AD, the host environment, MFA being self-enrolled versus forced enrollment. If you can guarantee you can recover, you know true return to operations for your critical systems, and then you can transfer the risk of cyber insurance and truly be able to educate your board. Focus on the guarantee in this cybersecurity industry because you can guarantee it, and then focus on mapping all your assets, understanding them, and getting the right controls across the board from there. All these frameworks out there are fantastic, but they're as good as the day that the ink dried.
What are maybe some common architectural fixes that you see the businesses can do that you see sort of cropping up again and again? Like, you know, if you just did this, this would save a lot of headaches.
First and foremost is I would move all critical consoles and critical access into a separate identity zone away from AD. Build out something completely different that controls all your critical consoles and all your critical access in the environment. Have the right vetting procedures in place to vet the people who try to get new passwords and new administrator accounts. That'll reduce probably 60 to 80% of the attack surface right off the bat. Manage the ID, get backups away from your Active Directory as quickly as possible. Get storage properly configured to be immutable to be able to survive a ransomware attack, and then you're going to have a better path to be able to recover.
If you want to sort of make sense of your architecture, no matter what it is, there's no shame in what you have. It's what you got usually when you walked in. You have to deal with it. Well, deal with it the best you can. I bet you the people over at Fenix24 can help. Go to their website right there. Go to their site, Fenix24 right here, Argos 99. Go check them out.